What's going on, crew? Welcome back for another One Piece review. The Voyage continues with episode 1106, so make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to join the council and become a part of the crew. Ladies and gentlemen, the council is now in session. Let the meeting begin. All right, everybody, welcome back for another week. As always, I hope everybody is doing super fantastic. So for this week, we got the 1106 review, and to start us off for this week, we got some One Piece news that I want to share with you all. So, the One Piece anime will be taking over the Las Vegas sphere from June 10th to June 16th. During that same time frame, they will also be releasing an official English YouTube channel as well. The Las Vegas Fair is very cool. Hopefully, we get some cool new visuals out of this as well. And whenever we do get those visuals, I am of course going to share them with you all as well. But moving on from there, for the last piece of news that I want to share with you all, this one is a big announcement right here. So we're actually finally going to be getting a new prequel novel for the One Piece series, everybody. And this one is going to be about Zoro before he ended up meeting Luffy. Yes, so we're going to be getting a Zoro prequel novel, everybody, and it's going to be releasing on June the 4th. This is something that the fans have been asking for a long time. We always wanted to see what it was like for Zoro before he joined the crew, and how he ended up in that famous situation where he's captured by the Navy, and we just see him tied to the cross, and then our boy Luffy pulls up, and everything just goes from there, right? So once again, the Zoro prequel novel releases on June the 4th. So you guys make sure you go and check that out as well. But with all that being said, everybody, let's get into this review. All right, so episode 1106 starts off with an unexpected twist. There is a new pacifista unit going around and subduing all the Navy soldiers. It turns out that our boy Sentomaru is still alive. However, with the communication signals being disrupted on the island, Sentomaru is unable to contact the main lab, so he decides to take matters into his own hands and act accordingly. Sentomaru activates 50, let me say it again, 50 new Pacifista Mark III units to go assist the Straw Hats and help Dr. Vegapunk escape the island. So first and foremost, shout out to our boy Sentomaru for not kicking the bucket. You can't take a real one down. We believed in you, Sentomaru. We knew you weren't gonna go down. We knew you weren't gonna go down without a fight. Okay? You persevered and you hung around. You stayed in there. All right. And you know what? You got to get your lip back as well, because that boy Kaku did you dirty. There was no reason to to wipe his shoes on the back of your jacket like that. In my opinion, you got to go get some get back. All right. First starting with Kaku, then Lucci. All right. But you're bringing in the Kuma, this army of Kumas, if you will, to help us out. It's pretty cool, because we gonna need them, because look like we about to get into an all-out war here on the island soon. We already know that Kizaru is pulling up with a whole bunch of reinforcements and one of the 5 elders with him as well. So it's not gonna be, we don't have an easy time going forward here. So we definitely needed some backup. So thankfully we got that backup now in the form of the pacifistas, and they they're an upgraded unit as well. We don't know what all the cool new things they can do just yet, but we know they do have some new cool little bubble shield that Dr. Vegapunk invented, and they're said to be like one of the strongest shields ever. So that's kind of cool as well. They showed that off this episode, but it's interesting to see what other cool things the pacifista units can do, because I'm wondering if the pacifista units have devil fruit powers, Kuma's devil fruit powers, or if it's they just only gave that to the Seraphim. Probably just the Seraphim, but it'll be interesting to see if they have any, even just the tiniest bit of his devil fruit powers as well. That'd be cool to see. But thankfully, once again, we got some backup, because like I said, was gonna need it, and hey, we gonna need it for this war we about to go in. All right, let's head on to the next section. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally come. It's time for the Kuma backstory, everybody. So in this episode, we finally get to see Bonny interact with the giant orange pod that she found at Dr. Vegapunk's lab. And when she finally did touch it, it seems that she was actually transferred inside of Kuma's memory, so that's kind of cool as well. But the main thing I do want to point out about that entire scene, right? So she got sucked into her dad's memories, right? And the first thing we saw was just this vast open field of grass, and then we see a young Kuma just sitting there crying, begging for somebody to help him, right? The main thing I want to point out about that scene is that our Lunarian theory, specifically our Kuma Lunarian theory, right? Because we got two of them going on, but our Kuma Lunarian theory is looking to be, we getting some strong backing for it, because at the very, with this scene we get to see a shot of young Kuma, and we get to see the color of his hair, the color we never seen before. It is that silver grayish looking color, very similar to King's color, right? So definitely that strengthens my Kuma is Lunarian case, and only time will tell going forward here. So the flashback is finally starting. We're about to get Kuma's backstory, and I cannot wait. It's gonna be a great time. But while we're here, also here discussing Kuma, we ain't forget about you, Kuma. The count continues, 5 episodes and counting of Kuma still climbing the red line. Everybody, we ain't forget about you. So yep, 5 episodes in, we're gonna see how many episodes it's gonna take Kuma to get all the way to the top of the red line. And right now, like I said, 5 episodes. You're not helping my case, Kuma, with the case. I got an agenda to push right now. All right, I got my agenda for Egghead has great pacing. Right, you're messing that agenda up for me, Kuma. I need you to get up this wall as fast as you can. All right, stop playing with me. But yes, once again, the Kuma backstory is about to begin, everybody. So go ahead and grab your popcorn, grab your tissues, and get ready to settle in, everybody, because you already know how Oda gets down. The search for Dr. Vegapunk begins as Shaka starts to explain the current situation to everyone. He informs us that due to the attack from the Seraphim, majority of the camera snails have either passed out or left their posts. Thankfully, they can still see Bonny, but Stella is nowhere to be found, and they have lost control of the Frontier Dome. Due to not having control of the defense system, the crew and the satellites are unable to leave the lab, so while Shaka works on taking back control of the defense system, everyone else splits up to go look for Dr. Vegapunk. However, the crew makes one very large fatal mistake in their plan. Somehow, some way, they managed to leave the two idiots together by themselves. What can possibly go wrong? I don't know how they managed to overlook this blunder. But these guys done left Luffy and Zoro by themselves. Of course, only trouble and chaos will ensue from that, right? Because nobody's watching over them at all. There's no telling what mess they're gonna get to at this point. Who knows if they're even gonna stick together? They could run off and go do their own separate things at this point. It's just no telling. We should at least have one sensible person to stay back and watch these two. But no, Nami's worried about money. We got Sanji over here worried about Stussy. I don't even know what the hell. Chopper, Ed, I think he went with Brooke if I'm not mistaken. And Brooke can't even say something. Normally I would think Brooke would be one of the responsible ones, but no, he just walked off with Nami too. And it's just nobody. Just we ain't got not one person said, hey, maybe we need somebody to watch these dumb motherfuckers, But no. But now whatever happens is on y'all fault. This is on y'all. Y'all could have prevented this. Y'all could have prevented from whatever's about to happen. Oh man. But before I get to that, Atlas is also back. They brought Atlas back to, well, I guess technically she wasn't dead, but they fixed Atlas up, so she's back running around and everything like that. I'm still of the mindset that our boy Lucci did not have to do Atlas like that. He still could have took her down without going full power, his man beast form, feel my wrath type BS and stuff. He just went too far. He had to do all that, right? He was showing off for no reason, okay? He's just showing off for no reason. But Atlas is back. Great to have her around, hanging out with everybody. But another important fact happened this episode, everybody. The rest of the crew got access to their Egghead outfits, everybody. So that leads us into the question of the week, everybody. Who has your new favorite design for the Egghead card? Me personally, I would have to give it to Robin for, of course, obvious reasons, and our boy Brooke. I do think Brooke has a nice design. He got that his whole trench coat situation going on, and he even got the cool little hat to go over his fro and everything. everything. So yeah, no, I think that's cool. So once again, everybody, the question of the week: who has the best new design for their head guard out of the crew? That is, the Straw Hat crew. Which Straw Hat design new Straw Hat design for the egghead guards do you like the best, everybody? But all right, let's head on to the last section. To round out this episode, Morgans, the user of the Tweet Fruit and the president of the World Economic Journal, gets word of the government's plan to assassinate Dr. Vegapunk, the world's smartest scientist, and he also knows that Luffy is there as well. With all this new information, Morgan has his next headline for the newspaper. Emperor of the Sea, Straw Hat Luffy holds Vegapunk hostage on Egghead, gets into an all-out war with the Navy. However, as Morgans is discussing his new headline, there is someone there who isn't too happy with the lie he is going to put out about Luffy. Princess Vivi, previously thought to be dead and or kidnapped, is on Morgan's ship alive and well, everybody. So, it's great to see Vivi alive and well. Last time we've seen her, she was at the meeting. I'm trying to remember the name of it. There we go, the Reverie. She was at the Reverie, right? Everything went to hell at the Reverie, and I don't know if they got attacked. I'm pretty sure they got attacked because, if I'm not mistaken, the Revolutionary Army, that's when they also, at the same time, that's when they went and rescued our boy Kuma. So technically, I guess they did get attacked, but she got attacked, and was previously thought she was dead. We do know that her father got killed during this same attack, and then we just, after that, it was just Princess Vivi is gone. Where is she, everybody? So it's great to see her still kicking around, still alive, and everything like that. The mystery of how the hell she got on Morgan's ship is that's still a mystery, and definitely interesting to see that story. Maybe Warple took her there, because we found out that he's there as well, so maybe he took her to Morgan's, because I'm pretty sure Morgan's wasn't at the Reverie unless he just somehow ended up his way over there by the Reverie. Right? But speaking of Morgans, though, if you guys will allow me to nerd out here for a second, I do want to touch upon something on this realization that I made while I was working on the this episode and everything, right? So at the end of this episode, they do the little Chopper and Robin, who's this learn more. Well, now it's the Vegapunk's taking over that little section, but they teach us about maybe some cool stuff that from a long time ago that we may have forgotten, whether it's about people or certain events, right? And so this one, we got some more information on Morgans, right? They were telling us that he was the user of the Tweet Devil Fruit, and it was modeled after albatross, and I was like, what the hell is an albatross? Right? So I went and looked it up, and so apparently albatrosses are these very large seabirds. They normally live together in very large packs on remote islands and things like that, and they also have a very unique pattern for flying called dynamic soaring that allows them to travel thousands of miles across over the sea, right? And so I thought that was very cool. Essentially how Oda is taking a real life bird, using the facts and everything about it and integrating it into his story, because all the birds that are flying around handing out the newspapers, so they're albatrosses, right? They're specifically known for being able to fly thousands of miles over the sea and stuff like that. So I just thought that was really cool, and also the fact that they normally live together in big groups and things of that nature and all that, right? So, but like I was saying, I just thought that was really cool, just how Oda is just taking a real life animal and integrating it into his world in here. So I just thought that was cool. And on top of that, doubling down, right? His ship is a flying ship, right? Even though he's technically not on an island, but his location is remote, because we have no idea where the hell Morgan be at whenever he's just flying through there, right? He's just always constantly flying. That's also, double backs on the facts about the albatross as well, because I'm pretty sure his ship can just, soar through the sky for thousands of miles as well. So, I just thought that was pretty cool. And I, hope you guys learned something new as well. Just learn something new every day. I just thought that was cool, and I hope you guys think that was cool too. But the next episode, 1107, seems like it's going to be a alien space invade type episode, so that should be fun. Definitely looking forward to that episode, everybody. And that was everything that I had for this week for the 1106 review. So please make sure you join me every Wednesday for our weekly One Piece reviews, and I will see you all next week, everybody. Peace.